Well, again, it's a very personal issue. And my advice would be put yourself in the shoes of this child. Sorry. If you were the child and you one day feel, you know, nobody told you about this, would you have wanted to know? You know, there's so many, it's like a can of worms that you open if you start saying, do I tell or don't I tell?
Yeah.
But even telling the child shouldn't be that big of a problem, but because in 10 years, 20 years time, this is going to be
but
common.
There's no shame in it. I mean, this
right.
is what
and the
people
point
are doing.
is, you know, there's many babies born that were not wanted.
Absolutely.
And this is a wanted baby. And the more people that this baby wanted the baby to be there.
Yes. Yes.
The better for the child.
The child feels
valued.
valued.
I think either way.
Yeah.
It definitely depends on how you do it.
We've got one more SMS that I'd like to squeeze in before we wrap up. It reads, can I donate eggs if I am breastfeeding? That's from Tamsin. I think I'm going to hand that to you, Marinus.
While a woman is breastfeeding, there are certain hormonal changes that happen. So to a certain extent, we can overcome that with the stimulation, but there is a concern that the response to stimulation can be affected. So it's generally not recommended. And also the high levels of estrogen, which goes with the stimulation, will affect breastfeeding as such.
Not good for baby.
Yeah, but also it will suppress suppress lactation.
Ah, okay, okay.
So generally we would recommend people to finish breastfeeding before we actually start.
Okay, so that's a no, Tamsin. Thank you for the question. Jenny, I'd like to ask you, how should a potential donor go about choosing the right agency?
Well, we encourage people, we give people the facts that a donor should be an established agency. They should offer support, they should be available, they should give all the information, they should avail where they can assist, they should be respectful and mindful of their stipulations in terms of the issues I mentioned earlier on, and be professional.
Are there any costs involved in being a donor?
No. There's no cost at all. We just ask that a donor, if she commits to the program, she needs to be dedicated and she needs to avail herself as she may be required, and that will include potentially partaking on the contraceptive pill to sync her cycle with the recipient. She needs to participate at the clinic for specific scans, and she can't miss a day. So when she's needed to be on day 2 or day 3, it's too late if she arrives on day 4.
Okay.
She also needs to take the medication and the injections as required.
I've got to go to wrap. I'm sorry. Thank you so much for all of our guests. This has been an incredibly informative show. Join Uveka tomorrow at 11:30 for a wonderful tribute to grandparents. Follow us online by going to www.etv.co.za/GE/. Goodbye, and remember, you're a great mummy.